Alrighty, welcome to the third day of our 31-day build challenge. Today our prompt is ancient tree, and I decided why not just be underground to build the tree? I don't know. Seemed interesting. It would be a new thing because we've been kind of doing the same stuff above ground for a bit. So I'm going to do this area. I can kind of show you how I found it. This is where the rest of our stuff is, all up over here. So I started following some caves and I was like, you know what, this isn't working, because all of them went to dead ends and didn't have open enough spaces. So I went to spectator mode and I came down here and I was like, wait, this is actually going to be a really good space. So here we are. And we do have the deep dark down there. Whoa! I guess I was in the wrong area. Yeah, but there's a huge amount of space all over. And we're gonna be right in here. Sorry if occasionally you'll see that pop up on screen. It's also really dark for me, so I genuinely can't really see that much. So I'm gonna actually just plop some of these down. This is honestly already, like, way easier to see, I'm not gonna lie. But with a lot of these, like, big type trees that I've been looking at, I'm literally just gonna use Pinterest to find inspo photos for, like, everything, and no one can stop me. But with a lot of the photos that I've seen, there's been a lot of, like, it's not just going, like, straight up, it's been, like, zigzagging a bit. So I'm probably gonna build, like, a thin outline of how I want that to work for my thing. So I guess we will figure it out, like, once I've finished lighting up stuff. Boop. Yeah, we're basically almost done. Bam. Alrighty, that is actually way easier to see now. I mean, this stuff's gonna be a little hard, but I'll just plop some lights. So I'm thinking I might just have to go up and, like, swoop around and then have, like, a top, or it'll go up around and it'll have, like, leaves hanging down, kind of like a willow tree. Hold up. Let me look at some willow trees. Hold up. Wait, these are actually so pretty. Honestly, I may just base it off of that. So they have a fairly small base, but I want to see how high I want mine to go. So where am I thinking? Probably, let's place this as the center, just kind of go up, and I don't want it to, like, hit the roof, so I might do it here. That's honestly a fairly short tree. I'm kind of sad. Honestly, I can probably terraform to, like, mine down just a little. But, like, damn. But it's still gonna be fairly short. I mean, the irony of this... Oh, haha, irony. Sorry. The irony of this is that, this entire part is probably just gonna be the stump anyways. Or it'll probably be a little smaller than that. I was intending for this to be a huge tree, and now I'm beginning to realize that there's no way this is going to be a huge tree. My guess is the base is probably gonna be something. Whoa, excuse me. Whoa. It's probably gonna be something like that. So, okay, actually, wait. The base that'll be like the general build up. I'm thinking, like, that'll be thinnest point, but I'm thinking it will, if I built on the one that doesn't matter, like, bruh. But there's gonna be probably roots that come out here. There's gonna be, I'm trying to make these roots look more like they should. I've got no clue. Probably be some from like there. And then thinking probably some like, right there ish, kind of good enough. And then the actual base is gonna be out at least 2, if not 3 more blocks. So no, we'll go like here. I'm gonna start building up and kind of like get a feel for what the branches are gonna look like, and then I will get back to you. So I worked on the tree and I got the branches. Again, this is way smaller than I was originally planning, so I'm kind of sad, but it's still gonna work. Because I don't like having to have the sea lanterns on it, so I'm probably gonna have a combination of glow lichen, and I'm thinking end rods as well, just to make it slightly more interesting. I'm gonna get rid of those. So I only really need these. And then I'm guessing what leaves do I want? Oh, I can't scroll very well. Wait, these might, wait a second, where's that one? That stuff might be interesting to add. Sorry, let me, and I think, here are the leaves. Here are the leaves. And that, I guess. I don't know, I feel like I could do, I don't know what else I could do, but, oh, that's gravel. There's do the moss as well. And then we've got some combination of those two. I do have to add the acacia in here. Doesn't look great. Oh, I also need the glow lichen. Okay. Okay, so that's not really good. That doesn't look great. So I don't really know what exactly we're going to be doing, but I'd say I'm going to start off by just covering this. Yeah. Oh, actually, hold up, real quick. I'm gonna use this as my little entrance to show you guys the inside. So here's the inside. I made a little thing, even though I can fly, so it's kind of counterproductive if I can get up. Because there's, well, okay. I had it so that you could, am I in the wrong one? I'm at the wrong one. Never mind, this is exactly how I left it. You go all the way up here. Let's just pretend that this is, unless there's more. No, that is the end. Well, I remember, nope, it is just this. So, you got a little thing where you can hang out up there. if you want to turn it into like a base or something, you could probably put like chests around, barrels probably in there. Other little nooks where you can have stuff. And then the farther down you get, the more dangerous because you can fall off. But like, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm gonna. How do these? Okay, well it's not great, but it's not like terrible. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that exactly, but definitely gonna. Oh, wait, that's actually perfect. Oh, cause you can cover them and it's still. Ooh, I might actually then leave these. Just cover them. Does it still work if I fully surround it? No. But with the leaves, yeah. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna do that. That's a nice, neat trick. And you can already see the leaves falling down with the new Minecraft stuff. I'm gonna probably start adding some of these guys. Where's that? This guy. Around to the other, like, what you wanna call it, these guys? The other branches, I guess. Because it actually really helps and it gives it that more fuzzy kind of feel. I'm kind of trying to get them in places where there aren't these guys, so there's one right next to it. I'm going to try to not have it come down super far, but with other ones, yeah, probably. And I'm going to try and place them kind of like that. Okay, this is working so far. Okay, did I finish? How long did that? That took like an hour. Okay, surprising. Part of me wants to make it take longer, but at the same time, I really like it. Okay. Wait, so are we done? Hold up. Okay. I'm gonna go over these a little bit just to make them stand out just slightly more. But I think I did most of it. I'm basically done. So, oof. Okay. Where the rest of this pale moss? Blah, 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 blah. Some over there, some over here. Plop some on that. Over here. I think, okay, I was really scared about this one because I've never actually done like a big tree like this before, but I honestly think it went fine. I think it went more than fine. I think it went really well. Just a couple final touch-ups and then I think we're basically there. Not what I wanted to do. Plop one of those down, plop that on top, and wow, magic. Okay, why did this actually work? Like, well. Totally invisible. If I make it gray. That's gonna work so well, guys. Completely invisible. Alrighty. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. Tomorrow's prompt, I believe, is Deep in the Woods, but I'm gonna just, like, check that just to make sure, because my memory isn't the best. It is Deep in the Woods. So, I'm not fully sure with what I'm gonna do for that one. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do for that one. So it would be greatly appreciated if you guys could drop some ideas in the comments of some of my other videos, or this one, or on the post. And if you guys have any ideas for literally any of the other ones on the list, just drop down a comment, let me know what's going on, or what your ideas are. A lot of these I'm going to have pre-recorded, so I'm probably going to record the fourth one today, so I don't think there's much you guys can do. But for some of the other ones, like, I don't really know what I'm going to do for lots of these. Like, Day 7 puzzled platforms, I got no clue. Day 11, abnormal formations. Kind of strange. I don't really know what to do for that one. It's exotic flora. I could probably come up with something for that. Probably like a store for exotic flowers or something. But if you have any ideas for literally any of these, yeah, like deserted drylands, I don't really know what I can do with those. I mean, I know there's a desert-ish biome somewhere around here, but I don't really know what I can add to make it more deserted. So I'd probably like some old run-down villages that are abandoned. But like, yeah, you get the idea. There's not really much I can do for some of these days, so if you have any ideas to make them more interesting, just let me know. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye! Oh, I broke a block.